Let's do a video again with the horses. They just got some fresh grass and a little bit of hay that fell off a bale. Fell off one of the round bales a few weeks back. And currently I'm filling up their water trough. Just hanging out with them while their water trough fills up and they eat some of this hay. You can see just behind them is one of my pumpkin patches where I planted pumpkins in the spent hay and horse manure from when they were there a couple months ago. So kind of circled back around this way. I've got a couple more bales of hay up that way to feed them when I need to. Not sure exactly where I'm moving them from here, but they're here for today and I'll figure out the move tomorrow. Kind of have a rough idea, but I don't want to move them towards the pumpkin patch anymore because I want that pumpkin patch to actually produce some pumpkins, which you can see it's got a couple on there. I'll show that real quick. Just spent the last 5 minutes killing squash bugs off of these, smashing their eggs, but we got a decent sized pumpkin there. Watermelon got a little bit of a scratch from one of the chickens, but it didn't really, it broke the skin, but not much deeper than that, so I left it. Sorry, what we're looking at right here, there's a spider on that pumpkin right there, a little bit different shaped pumpkin than the other one. And then that one looks about the same as the first one I showed you. And noticed another watermelon a little bit ago. I'm not sure if I can find it right now, but there was a second watermelon looking about like that. I think those are a Crimson Sweet, or anyways, they're all from seeds I saved last year from watermelons we grew. All right, here we got a couple more pumpkins on this one, a little one there, and a really tiny one at the end there. And this watermelon vine I have not seen any watermelons on yet. There's actually like 3 vines right through here. They've got some flowers, but no watermelons yet. Get over here. Sorry, wind noise might be bad right now. Big gust of wind just came up. This one's got a little bit of damage from that one's got a little bit of damage from one of the chickens. We got 2 watermelons growing there. That one I think is shriveling up and not going to do anything. This one was doing okay, but you can see the chickens got in here and trampled all of this, and they ate a little bit of that. So I probably need to go ahead and cut that one off and throw it to the sheep and let them eat it. Right here I've got a pretty decent sized watermelon. The chickens scratched it a while back and it healed over, so it should end up really good. Another watermelon there, and there. Anyways, there's about another 7 or 8 watermelons right in this area. That one's pretty good, no damage from the chickens. This one over here has kind of got a skinny neck, but then the bulk of the watermelon's looking okay. So I don't know what's going to end up happening with that little one. Sorry. Over here I've got like 3 or 4 melons on this whole patch is all. But this one is just starting to turn, and so in the next few days it'll probably get that cantaloupe texture to it. So I'm probably less than a week away from picking that one, and that'll be our first actual melon that we get, assuming the chickens don't get it before we do. And that's about it for what I've got growing in this section. I've got several butternut squash growing on the mulch pile behind the hay bale over there. There's like 5 butternut squash plants that are doing pretty good over there. But you can see Flower here eating the grass. She looks pretty well fed. She's got a big belly. But that also means her back's starting to, her withers are getting taller, so I don't know if she's just getting too fat, not getting a chance to run enough or whatever, but I'm moving them a little bit every day, giving them fresh grass, and on occasion giving them a new bale of hay and just leaving them in the same spot for 4 or 5 days while they eat the bale. But trying to keep moving them. I got a neighbor going to bring their tractor over to help me move a bale into a 4-acre paddock I've got. I'm going to move them in there, move the corral in there, move the horses in there, and I'm going to corral Daisy and let Flower run in the paddock. So because Flower needs to run around and wear down her hooves, and she doesn't really let me trim them. She doesn't really let me touch her. Whereas Daisy, I can pick up her feet, mess with her hooves, whatever, so I can get her hooves trimmed. But Daisy's also the one that will destroy the fences if she feels like she doesn't want to be in an area. So she's going to stay in a corral, and Flower will get to roam that 4-acre paddock. And I just got to move a bale of hay in there because the grass in there is really short. But I'll put the corral where it gets shade from the cedar trees, so it'll be good. Yeah, so that's about it for this one. I'm gonna head in a little bit, and but hey, if you guys like this stuff, you like seeing the garden updates and the updates with the horses, and or you just like watching them munch on some grass, whatever you like, just hit that like button and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos. There's over 1,000 videos on our channel. I know the quality on some of them is a lot lower than the quality on others, and but if you're interested in them at all, check them out. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.